today's Water Jeopardy with Pamela Murawski. So Pamela is the Educations Program Developer in the Office of Water Programs at California State University, Sacramento. She brings more than 20 years of teaching experience to the industry. Please welcome Pamela.
As Ken introduced me, my name is Pamela Murawski. I am an education programs developer at the Office of Water Programs in California State University. People call it, and it's a privilege for me to work here and bring these wonderful materials to you to train our water and wastewater operators. There will be some awesome prizes today. As mentioned earlier, you will have an opportunity. Our first place winner will receive a sturdy OWP canvas bag. It's going to be filled with study supplies. We'll have magic pencils. They're color changing, and they know all the right answers to the math problems that give us so many issues. You'll have note-taking materials. You'll have highlighters and those lovely sticky notes so that you can stick your notes in every single page of the book if you'd like. For the runner-up, we have a wonderful t-shirt donated by EOCP. I'm not sure that yours is going to say wastewater, but it is a t-shirt. Yesterday's t-shirt said, "I'm a wastewater operator," and you really know your stuff. So you'll be proud to wear this anywhere at any family function or picnic, and I'm sure either one of these prizes would be great. And I hope some of you have a competitive nature. Yesterday we had some very competitive contestants, so it was really fun and exciting and fast-paced game. So first, let's learn how to communicate. In the upper right-hand corner of your screen, you will see a purple chat icon. That chat icon is the way that you're going to tell me your answers. So I'd like you to locate that chat icon. It is a purple button, and we'll get ready to do a test. So go ahead and turn on that chat icon, and then I'd like you to use chat to fill in the blank. The thing I love most about working in water is what? Fill in the blank using your chat. What do you love working in water? I know many of you are so happy to be doing wet stuff. The water, getting to work with Glenn and drinking it. How about environmental protection you're doing? Public health. Ken says payday, which is absolutely our favorite. Darren gets to work a lot with technology. The solitude, absolutely. Thank you. Reagan says there's a challenge working in water. And Stuart says it's not wastewater, so that's a win-win. Mike says it's wet. And John says it's clean. That's really nice. Thank you so much. And Dana loves the overtime. Absolutely. and Dan likes pre-tripping the trucks. And Brian loves the challenges that it presents. And so does Roy. So day-to-day challenges. And supplying people with clean water, like Wesley said, is a really satisfying experience to be able to know that you're doing something great for people, our community, and our environment. And it's a quality product. Thank you, Daryl. We do appreciate you and salute all the water workers. You are the most essential of any worker there is. My hat's off to you. Thank you so much. I can't even imagine trying to fight a pandemic as we're doing without clean water. So no water, no health care. And you are absolutely the backbone of this industry and the world. So thank you so much. Robert enjoys that he never stops learning. I hope you learned something today, Robert. And William says he likes serving the community. And those are all internal satisfaction that we get. And the money in the pay is also an external satisfaction. So we have a lot of satisfaction. Water workers are very proud of the work they do, as you should be. So thank you so much. I see that, Carol, thank you. I love seeing all these women in water. Carol loves working with the people. That's excellent. So it's great to see so many women here too. So I see that you all know how to use chat. That's wonderful. That's the way you're going to give me your answers today. So we'll be using that very frequently. We're also going to use our cell phone, our smartphone, to buzz in live. Now, if you're really technologically savvy and you know how to open another window on your computer, you can absolutely do that. But I'm going to give you the instructions for your smartphone. And if you feel more comfortable doing on your computer, then the instructions are exactly the same. So you want to go ahead and get your cell phone. And you want to plug it in or have a full charge. I have mine plugged in because my battery discharges very quickly. So I'll give you a second to go ahead and grab that. Phil says it's constantly challenging in water. I will comment that there's a little bit of a delay between what I'm saying and what you're hearing. So there will be a small delay in maybe the buzzing. So that's to be expected. It's not your internet connection, or it could be. My internet connection was very, very slow. And I called him and I told him I had 1986 internet. So for $1 more, then they actually bumped me up to a new, faster internet. So that was pretty awesome. And Beverly, hi, Beverly. Thank you, Women in Water, providing good water. Phil, it's constantly changing, that's for sure. So I hope you all have your phones out and ready to go. I'm going to give you some instructions. So when you get to the website, it's going to ask you for your nickname. So some of the nicknames and some of your email addresses are more for a personal use. So we would like you to use your first and your last name. Now, if you have a very long name, the letters are limited. So you may put in your first name and your last initial. This is so that we can identify the winners at the end, because we know there's a lot of Daves and Bills and Sams and Virgils in water. So we want to make sure that we have the right winner at the end. John, thank you so much. The pride of providing water that is better than bottled. I do agree. All of my water absolutely comes from the tap. I trust it way more than in the bottle. Okay, so when they do ask for your name, we want to use your first and last name, or your initial if you have a really long name. If you get disconnected, because sometimes our phone goes to sleep, which mine does, and it'll turn black, do not close it out and navigate to a new window. If you navigate to a new window, then you will lose your points. So all you need to do is open up your phone again. It will automatically reconnect. So that's an automatic thing. It'll reconnect and it will save. Darren, don't get in a hurry. I'm going to give you the game code. I want to give you all the information before I give you the game code. That's good. Darren is on it. So this is how you're going to save your progress if your phone goes to sleep. But I think you'll be using it so much and so quickly that you won't have time for it to go to sleep. So what you want to do, Darren, is log into buzzin.live. You will enter the game code 316227 and do remember to put your first and last name in. Darren, you can put in 316227. You will open up. Reagan's got it. Ryan's got it. Sam's got it. Johnny's got it. That's awesome. I will put the game code on every single slide so that if you do get disconnected, then I have that game code and you're able to log back in. Where to connect, John? It is at buzzin.live. Be careful. Some of you with the big thumbs like I do, we get it wrong. But if you put in buzzin.live, I see Wes is in, Ken, Matt, Jordan, Sam, Reagan, Ryan, and all of y'all are loving to buzz. I hope that you're getting a sound. So we'll go over what your phone is going to look like as you buzz in. Before you buzz in, as you first log in, you'll see the green buzz button. That means you're ready to buzz, and that's not always going to be active and green. On the first part, you'll see the game code that we use. That means you're all in the same game. Then you'll see your name, and there is a little button that says sound. If you check that, you may get a little sound, which is my favorite. And it depends on the setting of your phone, so that if you have your phone set to silent or some other setting, you may not be able to hear it. I can hear it. I love my buzzing sound, and I chose the most annoying sound that I could find, which was the so if it's great if you can hear it, and if not, it's still okay. You can still buzz in. Your phone color or the buzz button color will change. Now look at all you buzzers already buzzing in. Ken was the very first buzzer and Matt was second. So here you will see the nickname that you used, and you will have the option for sound. So I do opt for sound. If your baby's asleep or something, you may not want to do that. You will also be able to see here with the red arrow, you'll be able to see who buzzed in first. The first person who buzzes in will be the one who answers the question. So if you go ahead and type in the answer, you may be giving away the answer. So wait and see if you're first, and then type in your chat answer. After you've buzzed, and that would be troll, John, Hannah, Fred, Allison, Sam. After you've buzzed, you will see a red button that says buzzed. So that means you can't buzz in again. You're in whatever order you're going to be. And I will clear that buzz at every single question. So you want to just wait till I'm finished reading the question, and then I'll clear those buzzes and you're able to buzz again. When do you put in your name, Daryl? You put in your name when you put in the game code at the very beginning. If your name isn't in yet, you may want to just restart, put in the game code, and add your name. But if not, then we'll call you Mr. X. All right, there is a penalty. You need to wait until I'm done answering the question. So once I'm done reading the question. So wait until I've finished reading the question, and there may be a 3-second penalty if you buzz in early. So if your buzzer shows locked, it will show locked for about 3 seconds because you buzzed in before I finished reading the question. So if you get a yellow one, that means you just have to wait for a couple of seconds, and then you'll be able to buzz in. I'm going to clear your buzzers, and we can try that again. I'm going to clear your buzzers now, and let's see who can buzz in first. Buzz in. Chris is awesome. Chris got it. Sam is second. You should be able to see this on your phone at this time. Another Chris with a K, Rob, Darren, Fred, Bob G, Philip Smith, Carol O, Reagan Kelly, Cam. Oh my goodness, you're all in the advanced class. There are 29 people who have buzzed in already. And Mike, you're number 30, so that's awesome. Oh my goodness. So we have a great group of players here. I hope you're all very competitive and none of you will get the yellow buzzer because that means you're buzzing in early. Okay, moving on. We'll do a practice question now. So this is how we'll play the game. You're going to open your chat and type your answer. Don't worry about spelling. Some of us can spell better than others, and sometimes there's typos. I have a lot of them. So just get close to the spelling. All of the correct answers will earn points. Incorrect answers will deduct points. Now, I've programmed it so that you can see the amount of points that you've won on your screen. It may or may not be there. There's a couple of little bugs, but I will name off the top scorers every so often, and I'll let you know how much you've scored throughout the game. I'll let you know who's ahead. So here's a practice buzz in. I am not going to clear your buzzers until I'm finished reading the questions. So be ready to buzz in. If you were here yesterday, yesterday's keynote speaker had this water-related name. Buzz in. Matt, Glenn, Chris, Dana, Quentin, Cam, Dan. Oh my goodness, everybody knows this answer. So what I will ask Matt, Adam Creek, you're absolutely right, Matt. So what Matt would win is the amount, the dollar amount of that answer. So that's excellent. The answer was Adam Creek. Now I see Jordan and some of y'all put in some of y'all went ahead and put in the answer. Now, if Adam had not answered yet, you would be giving him that answer. So it's okay if you want to go ahead and put it in and type it in. We know how smart you guys are, the smartest of all. So I just want to let you know that if you put it in before I call your name, then you may be giving away the right answer. Okay, thank you so much again for joining Water Jeopardy. It's very much a pleasure to be here with you today, and I hope you all have a great, fun time in testing your knowledge. It's a fast-paced game. You can review some of your knowledge. You can test your knowledge of water and wastewater. I will say that I personally am not on the metric system, so I've done my very best to convert everything to the Canadian way of measurements in water math. Some of these may be more United States, and I hope that I've done a good job of making it more relevant to you. I'm not going to clear your buzzers yet. Here you will see the Jeopardy board. Now, because of the sake of time, I'm going to read each of these questions in order. Your categories are water treatment, small water systems, water distribution. Sam, don't tell him the answer. Water treatment 2 and water math. And that's our favorite, I know. And there's also a bonus category at the end. We will have a final Jeopardy question too. So the 2 highest players with the highest score will be able to bet a certain amount of money, and then they will either win or lose that amount of money. I am going to read them in order. So we'll start with water treatment 100, and then we'll work all the way down to 500. I'll let you know when we're moving into small water systems and when we're moving into other categories, and those categories will be displayed as well on each page. I do have as the host, the points are at my discretion. So yesterday, some of us we were having so much fun that everybody got 100 points. So those are at my discretion. I do try to do my very best to be fair and accurate in the scoring. But sometimes people were just making me laugh. And so I hope to be fair enough, but those are at my discretion. And just show me in the chat our old books, the old water treatment and wastewater treatment books. the Ken Carey books, they were full of the cartoons. You either love them or hate them. Remember the black and white cartoons that were in the books? And I put a couple of here. You can see the little devil on the guy's shoulder and he's pouring poison down the drain. Just tell me in chat whether you loved them or hated those. Some of the women maybe have found those a little offensive. If you love those cartoons, and they were fantastic, Chris, I agree with you. They were so much fun, in my opinion. But they sometimes showed a woman with a little, everyone loves them. Christopher loved them. Mark loved them. Beverly loved them. Yes, they were good, Brian. We all loved them. I'm so glad that you all loved them. And Jordan liked them. Carol thought they were funny. Carol, did you ever see the one with the little tiny waist, the girl in the wastewater plant? And she had a big question mark above her head. And she was always like, what am I doing in a wastewater plant? So, and some of you are too new to know them. And that's really sad because you missed a really great thing. They are classics, and we do still have those originals. And I love to look at them. Robert thought they were hilarious. So there were some very, very funny ones. Sad to say, our new editions have removed all of the cartoons. It's very sad, but there are a lot of additional benefits. So what you will have in our new books are they are full color. So if you've ever used the older editions, you know they were in black and white. They had the wonderful cartoons, and now these are in full color. The graphics are in full color, and all the diagrams are in full color, which is really nice. They're also designed to be a little more study friendly. Dr. Ken Carey John, he did pass away about 5 years ago. Yeah. And we loved him, and everybody still does. And he is very much remembered and loved in Sacramento and all over the United States. So the new editions have large margins, so you can work out those math problems in the margins. They have full color pictures. There's a math appendix. So they're designed to be much more studious for you so that you can write all in them, highlight all in them. And they're just set up and designed very in a more academic way. You will also have access to an e-edition. Some of the books, y'all know, are very heavy. They're big. So carrying them around was somewhat cumbersome. So when you buy the new edition, you will have the e-edition that you're able to download onto either your phone or your iPod or your computer. And I'm not sure the ISBN can, I'm sorry. So you can download the ebook on your phone. I did that actually, and I was able to read that ebook just standing in line, or maybe when I was on the train going to San Francisco or something like that. So whenever you don't want to bring the big book, then you will have access to that on ebook. So I just wanted to let you know those new features, it will not look like the old book. They have changed very much. All right, so are we ready for our first category? I will clear your buzzers as soon as I've finished reading the first question. Our first category is from water treatment operator, water treatment plant operation, volume 1. This is the brand new edition, the 7th edition. It just came out in 2018. Okay, first $100 question. I will clear your buzzers as soon as I'm done reading the question. Get ready to buzz in live. $100 question. Also known as sedimentation basin, organisms may go here to solve disputes. Buzz in. Dana and Fred. So they are in a little riddle. Dana and Fred, Rob and Daryl know the answer. Dana, can you type in your answer to that question? Hannah knows the answer. Ryan, go ahead. Dana, type in your answer. Also known as a sedimentation basin, organisms may go here to solve their disputes. Waiting for Dana to type in the answer. for $100. And only 9 people know that answer. Dana, do you know the answer? I do wish we had the ability to talk. Dana? If not, we'll move on to Fred. Fred, can you type in that answer? Dana said, oops. And Sam said, Google a little faster. You can Google the answers, but I don't think you'll be first. So, Dana, do you know the answer? And how about Fred automatically disconnected? Rob, lagoons. Where do we go to solve our disputes? How about Daryl? Can you answer that question, Daryl? A sedimentation basin is also known as what? Does anyone know the answer? The first one to type in the answer, then I will give you the points. And it is not lagoons. Do we go to solve our disputes in the settling tank? Rob Carter, excellent. Rob, let me find you. Rob Carter is 100 points. Rob, that is a settling tank. So this is also named a sedimentation basin. Good job. So the questions are in a little bit of a riddle. So you'll have to think about them a little bit. Yesterday, I made them too easy. So I made them a little bit harder today. I'm not going to clear your buzzers yet. After I finish reading the $200 question, supportive particles stick together during this phase of water treatment. But oops, I just gave you the answer. Nope, go back. Supportive particles stick together during this phase of water treatment. Chris, tell me the answer. Tell me the answer, Chris. Put it in chat. Depends on how fast you can read. Everybody knows this one. Coagulation. Very good. Chris gets $200 for Chris. $200 for Chris. That is correct. The correct answer is coagulation. Test. Yes, Dan, there is a lag. I do apologize. Very good, John. Sorry you didn't answer first, but you do have the correct answer. Next question for $300 in water treatment. Steps to safety. I'm not sure that y'all have this. The GHS, the MSDS, and what is next? Buzzin. Who knows the next one? Chris knows. Tell me what you know, Chris. GHS, MSDS, and what's the next one? Chris, waiting on Chris's answer. I don't see Chris. And Chris says SDS. Excellent. That is the safety data sheet. That's correct. Chris knows that those are the older versions and the SDS is the new version. Brian also knew that answer. So Chris will automatically get $300. And now Chris is at $500. Rob has $100. And the rest of you will get on the board. I promise you, you will get there. Let's see. I'm looking for any more dollars. Okay, let's earn some more dollars. Are you ready for the $400 question? $400. Once chlorine demand has been satisfied, this remains as a surplus. Oh, Brian is very quick today. What remains as a surplus, Brian? Go ahead and type that in, Brian. Once chlorine demand has been, look at Job and Rob and Johnny, Sam, the residual. Let's see if that's correct. That is the chlorine residual. Brian, you're on the board with $400 and you're just right behind Chris. Everybody know, oh my goodness. All of y'all know this answer. Ken knows it. Carol knows it. Dana knows it. You're right. Jordan knows it. Good job. All of y'all know chlorine residual. Moving on to our $500 question. Get your phones ready. Dihydrogen monoxide, hydric acid, and hydronium hydroxide. Buzz in. Daryl, Allison, Dana, Hannah, Dan, Wes. Go ahead and tell us what you know, Daryl. I thought this one was really hard. Daryl, what do you think dihydrogen? Yes, Dana. Oh, Dana knows it. Are you going to tell Daryl? Daryl, Dana told you the answer. If you can type that in, I'm going to give Dana 500 points just because she got it really fast. And Daryl does get 500 also. Good job. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have Daryl with 500. Poor guy got disconnected, but he'll come back. Dana, you're on the board with 500. And Brian is on the board with 400. Chris has 500 and Rob has 100. There may be more, but I'm not seeing them. That's good. What is water for 500 points? Thank you, Dan. Excellent. And I was really in a group who did not know this answer, and I thought it was really hard. So, y'all did great in our first category, Water Treatment Plant Operation Volume 1. Great job. We're going to move on to our next. Thanks, Rob, a little late. We're going to move on to our next category. Our next category is small water systems. Do we, excuse me, I have to take a drink. I get a little thirsty. Do we have any small water system operators? Let me know if you are a small water system operator. It is a crazy lag, John. I'm so sorry. This is our first time doing virtual Jeopardy. Still kind of fun. And we can still play. It's just, that lag is going to happen. And I do apologize for it. Maybe once all the kids aren't on internet school anymore, we can have our internet back. That would be fun. Thank you, John. I'm so glad that you're having fun. And I do hope that you all enjoy it, even though there is a lag. So our next category is small water system operation and maintenance. This is the 6th edition. Again, this one is in full color minus the cartoons, but you will enjoy it. There we go. Next question, $100. Get ready to buzz. Better grab your umbrella. This precipitation occurs when sulfur dioxide or nitrogen oxides enter the atmosphere. Buzz in. Oh my goodness, y'all are really fast now. Dana, I think they got it. Yeah. So we have Daryl, who was first, Chris, Dan, Allison, Chris. All of y'all know it. Rob has given everyone the answer. Brian knows the answer, but Daryl is the one who buzzed in first. Daryl, do you know that answer since all your colleagues already gave it to you? I'm looking for Daryl. Oh my goodness, y'all all know this. You know what? I'm just going to give everybody $100 because you are so smart. Allison, you're on the board with 100. Cliff is on the board. Jamie's on the board. Nate, Reagan, Matt, Hannah, Fred, all of y'all on the board with 100 because you're so darn smart. Okay, Ryan, Brian, John, Jordan, everybody knows this answer. Okay, we have, I'm putting some points on there. Jackie, good job. Purple rain. I hear Darren, I hear it in my head. I do love Prince. That is correct. That is the correct answer for $100. I'm so glad y'all all know that. It makes me feel more comfortable. Yes, Chris, it is acid rain. Small water systems, $200. Now look at the question. It's in a little riddle. We must clarify that suspended colloidal matter causes water to be this. Buzz in. Oh my goodness, everybody knows it. Dan is the first to buzz in. Allison is second and Chris is third. What do you think, Dan? Cloudy, and there is another word for cloudy. This is a water word for cloudy, y'all. What is the technical word for cloudy? Cloudy. Oh my goodness, Robert got it. Robert said turbid. Turbid. Now were you doing it? Okay, Dan, did you answer that? There you go. Dan got 200 points for turbid. Very good. Remember to use those scientific terms. Y'all are very professional. Excellent job. Very much fun. I hope you're having fun as much as I am. And the correct answer is turbid. And so many. Now I was number 10. Yes, you were, Darren. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. $300 question. This unbaked term is used to describe untreated water. Buzz in. Wow, Ryan is first. Brian is second. Ryan, tell me what is word is used to describe untreated water. Excellent, Ryan. He got it right away. That is $300 for Ryan. 2, 3. Yes, it is raw water. The answer is raw water. I will give you just a rundown of the scores. Not sure if you can see those scores on your phone. We have Ryan with 400. I'll give you anybody over 400. Brian Hodgson has 500. We have Chris. Woo, moving it too fast. We have Chris with Dana with 600. Chris with Hagen with 600. Daryl with 600. And I'm looking for any more. Y'all were so active. Oh my goodness. Good job. Okay. Nope, no scores. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. I tried to program it and it just doesn't show scores. I wish it could. Okay, next question. Small water systems, $400 question. Get ready to buzz in. This gentle term refers to water with low concentration of calcium and magnesium ions. Look how smart. Dan, Allison, Matt, Chris, Dana, Cam, Hannah all know that. Dan, you were the first one to buzz in. Can you tell us what the term is? Dan says... Dan, I'm looking for your answer. Oh my God, oh, y'all so smart. I don't see Dan. Dan, are you able to tell us the answer? Because all of your colleagues gave you the right answer. Okay, that's great. It is soft water. Every one of you knew that one. The answer is soft water. So I think I'll just oh, you did answer earlier. So Dan gets 400 points for that. Dan, that puts you at 700. I'm sorry I didn't see your answer earlier. The chat goes so fast because all of you are so knowledgeable that it's hard to see every single name. But Dan is now at 700. Chris is right behind him with 600. Dana's right behind him with 600. And Brian, you're also in the lead with 500. We have Daryl B, who has 600. And the rest of you are on the board. Paul T, let's get going, Paul. Okay, next question. Small water systems, $500 questions. Sorry to bug you, but disease-causing bacteria, viruses, and protozoa are referred to as this. Buzz in. Wow, you're fast. Sam, you did it. Sam, type in the answer. You were first buzzer this time. Type in your answer, Sam. I'm so excited for you. Sam, what are disease-causing bacteria referred to? Waiting for your answer, Sam. Nobody's going to give you the answer. Very good, Sam. The answer is pathogenic. Yes. Now Sam's on the board with the rest of you. We have Sam with 100, and all of you know the answer. Oh my goodness, you're all going to get an A. Chris has 600. Dan has 700. Allison's on the board. Matt, Daryl B is struggling with the connection, but he keeps coming back. He's on 600. Dana has 600. Very good. Moving on. Y'all did really great in the small water systems. So we are going to move on now to water distribution. Water distribution. These questions all come from the distribution system, operation, and maintenance. Sam gets 500. My bad. 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate that. I just added 5 to Sam. Thank you for catching that. Do we have any distribution operators in the house? Go ahead and let me know if you're a distribution operator. And that's great, Sam. You're welcome. Thank Allison. She was looking out for you today. How? Yes, Chris is a distribution operator. And Jordan, Cliff, Edward, yes, Rob. Thank y'all so much. Every time I see you out there, I'm salute right out in the heat and the water, and y'all really are the backbone of everything. So it's great to see so many distribution operators. Thank you so much for the work that you do. All of these questions are from water distribution system operation and maintenance. Moving on to the $100 question. This is an unhappy linkage between a potable water system and an unapproved water supply. Buzzin. Dan knows it. Oh my, all these top scorers know it. Allison, Daryl, Matt, Chris, all of you seem to know this answer. Dan, can you tell me what that is? I see that Dana knows it. I'm looking for Dan. It is a cross connection. Excellent, excellent. Dan, I owe you $100. Dan is at $800. But gosh, all the rest of y'all did so good too. I think I'm just going to add a little bit to some of y'all. John, you're now on the board. Bob G, you're on the board because all of you know these answers. Paul T, you're on the board, buddy. Good job. And Dan now has $900 because he knew that answer. The answer is cross connection. Good job. Sam said he'll take 100. I gave you 100, Sam. Okay, moving on. Next question. This is a 200. It's so much fun playing with y'all. Thank you. Free chlorination, chloramination, chlorine dioxide, and ozone. What are those? Oh my. We have 11 buzzers already, and Brian is the first one. Brian, can you put in the answer to that? What are these things? Bob G knows. Philip knows. Sam, Rob, Jordan, all of them know. Brian knows. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. Those are all disinfection methods. Good job. $200 for Brian. That puts Brian at 800. Dan is in the lead with 900. We have Daryl with 700. And Dana has 700. Way to go. Represent. Okay, next question. Water distribution, $300 question. Air gap separation device, RPP device, double check valve, pressure vacuum breaker, and atmospheric vacuum breaker. Buzzin. Oh my. Okay, Chris Hagan, you were the very first person to buzz in. Can you tell me what those things are? Chris Hagan. Rob knows. Chris Flanagan, I got. Chris Hagan. Absolutely, Chris. Perfect answer. Those are all backflow prevention devices. We have so many distribution operators in here. I knew you would know that one. $300 for Chris. Chris Hagan, you are, yes, they are. Dan, I agree. You got to be a fast typer. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You don't have to spell it right because we mess up sometimes. And some of us had to take typing in high school, so we know like the keyboard, and then the others are the hunt and peck method. So I think if you're on the hunt and peck method, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage. I do apologize. So good job. Those are all backflow prevention devices. Let me tell you who's in the lead. I'll tell you everybody who's over 500. Chris Hagan has 1,000. Dan Arnold has 900. Daryl is at 700. Dana's at 700. Sam is at 600. And Brian is at 800. Let's see, we have some more disconnected down there. Okay, those are the ones who are over 500. Absolutely, Beverly. That is a great tip. Beverly says, buzz first, then type. I'm going to put that in my next instruction. You're absolutely right. Buzz first, then type. Bear paws on small tablets, Peterson. That is not happening fast. That is correct. I really like your suggestions, Beverly. Buzz first, then type. The next question is from Water Distribution. It is for $400. This facial term also refers to a small open space in rock or granular material. Buzz in. Okay, Matt was the very first buzzer. Matt Pumple was the very first buzzer. What do you think? Oh, Brian already told you the answer. Oh, yes. Very good, Matt. Matt says that is a pour, and he is absolutely right. And Matt gets $400. Matt, you're looking good now. You're at $600 now, and the rest of you are awesome too. Carol knows it. Never heard that, Sam? Well, now you do. So you learn something every day. Never heard that. That's good. Somebody needs to help Sam know what a pour is. And that is in our water distribution system operation and maintenance book, Sam. So if you would buy that and read that, then you would absolutely know these terms that you're not familiar with. Next question, water distribution, $500 question. Remove this air from a pump by doing this, or Amazon will do it for $119 a year. Clear. Oh my goodness. Matt, you've heard of this one. Okay. And Charlie knows it. Chris knows it. Matt's trying. Matt is waiting and he says prime. And you are correct, Matt. Your answer is worth $500. Dan, I'm glad you liked my joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. All of you are familiar with Prime. Thank goodness for Prime during these trying times. So we were all great. How about air entertainment? Very good. Okay, we're moving on to Water Treatment Plant Operation Volume 2. These questions will be a little bit harder because it's in the very next book, the more advanced book. So, are we ready for the first question? $100. Water hardness is dependent on this. Buzz in. Hannah knows. Woo, Hannah, you are first today. Hannah, go ahead and type in your answer. Water hardness is dependent on this as we wait for Hannah to type in her answer. We got Dana. We have Hannah. Absolutely, Hannah. Alkalinity determines water hardness. Hannah, you get 200 points. 100 and 200. Hannah, that puts you at 400 points, girl. You're rocking it. Good job. Okay, moving on to the $200 question. You got this, Hannah. Go Team Squamish. Dan is cheering you on. That's very nice of you, Dan. I'm glad to see you cheering each other. Water treatment, volume 2, $200 question. Chemical precipitation and this method are often used to soften municipal water supplies. Allison got it first, but Dana's in there, Dan is in there, Chris, Matt, Glenn, and Ed. Woohoo! Represent, Hannah says. Jackie's in there waiting on Allison's answer. Allison is the first one to buzz in. Go, go, Hannah. Ion exchange, Allison says. Is she correct? And ion exchange is correct. Allison, great job. You're on the board with 200 more points. That puts you, Allison, at 400 points. We have Dana with 700, Dan with 900, Chris Hagan with 1,000, Matt Pumple, who is currently disconnected, but I'm sure he'll be back, has 1,100, and the rest of you are not looking too shoddy either. Brian, you have 800, and Ryan has 400. Looks like some other people decided to go to, Daryl B, come back. You have $700. Keep your progress. Allison's cheering on. Woo woo. Very good. Okay, moving on. Water treatment volume 2. $300 question. CH4, Buzzin. Brian knows his chemistry. Dan, Allison, wow. I think Squamish may have been studying. Have y'all been studying without us? CH4, Brian, what do you say? What is CH4? I see that Dana's giving you the answer and John is giving you the answer, Brian. There he is, methane. Excellent job, Brian. That's $300. That brings you up to $1,100, Brian. And John, we can't say the farts word here. Brian, that's $1,100. I think you may be in the lead. You are tied up with Matt, and though Matt and Brian are in the lead currently. Very good. What is methane? And John, not pig farts. You can't say that. Moving on to the next question. Water treatment volume 2. This is your $400 question. This condition occurs when water will neither dissolve nor deposit calcium carbonate. Buzz in. Wow, Glenn. Glenn was sitting on that buzzer. He has 0. So Glenn, you get a chance to answer. Type in your answer, Glenn. Let's get this right. You get $400. You'll be in the running. Come on, Glenn, give us a great answer. And we know that Matt is next with 1,100. Chris and Allison waiting on Glenn's answer. What condition occurs when water needs? Glenn, are you Googling it? Jamie, Quentin, Dana, Hannah, Dan, have buzzed in with the answer, waiting on Glenn to tell us what. Matt knows it, waiting on Glenn to log in. Let's see, Matt has it correct. Glenn, I don't see ya. Edward, Christopher. That is called calcium carbonate equilibrium. But I think, Glenn, I'm going to give you 100 just because y'all bugged in. It is kind of saturation, but in the book where I got the questions, it's equilibrium. Cam, I put you on the board there by giving you $100 just because you did an awesome job by buzzing in. You sweet, lots of learning on this round. Darren, I'm going to give you an extra 100 just for being nice. Let's find Darren and give him an extra 100 here. Darren. Lots of learning. Thank you so much. And I hope you're having a good time too. Darren, there you are. Darren, you're on the board with $100 now. Lots of learning on this round. Good job. Okay, moving on. Thank you, Darren. Water treatment volume 2. This is a $500 question. Get ready to buzz in. It looks like we have, woohoo! Don't spend it all in one place. Next question. The logarithm base 10 of the reciprocal of the hydrogen ion activity. Buzz, oh my goodness. I thought this was the hardest question. Matt, you're the first buzzer. Hannah knows it. Allison knows it. Chris knows it. Dan, Cam, Quentin, Dana, Ed, Glenn, Charlie, Rob, all of y'all know it. And Matt, we're looking for your answer. Matt, you're absolutely right. The answer is pH. And all of y'all know that answer. I thought I made it so hard. Very good. Everybody knows that answer is pH. Excellent job. Matt, I owe you $500. Two, three, four, five. That puts Matt at 1,700. Y'all, somebody better go take Matt's phone away from him because he is taking the lead at $1,700. Brian is right behind him with 1,200, and behind him is Chris, and that is $1,100. And I will consult with y'all the next time a potential hydrogen for 1,000 points. Okay, that's water treatment, volume 2. Moving on to the next one. Now, I know you all know this one. This is water math. You will not need a pencil. You will not need paper to complete water math because this is all information that you will know without calculation. And we have to slow down because I'm supposed to go till 12 and I've gone through a whole lot of questions really quickly. So I'm going to slow down just a little bit. I don't want to let you have a 2-hour lunch. So next is water math. Thank you all for playing and being such fun contestants. What is length times width? Clearing those buzzers. Dan is very quick on the buzzer. Chris and Allison are quick. Hannah, we're waiting on Dan's answer. Dan says, let's go make a drink. I agree. That would be an adult beverage. And you're right, Dan. That is the formula for area. 100 more dollars for Dan. And that puts you and Chris are together, tied at $1,100. But still, Matt is ahead with 1,700. So I see that no one's taken Matt's phone yet. So Dan and Chris, if you'd like to catch up, we need to go get his phone. That is the formula for area. And Dan, yes, you did answer area already. I gave you those points, $100. Oh, I want real math. Allison, did you bring a pencil? I never heard anybody say they wanted real math. Here it comes. 242. Water math, 200 question. $200 question. What is 10 to the 0 power? Matt knows this. Nobody took Matt's phone yet. Matt, can you tell us 10 to the 0 power? Matt, oh, you got it, Matt. That is absolutely 1. Uh-oh, Sam? Sam and Matt got 0. Christopher, it's not 0, it's 1. So if you, we do have an operator math online course for those of you who did get this answer incorrect. It is an online course. You can take it in your pajamas. You can do it at your own pace. Matt has the best internet connection. I agree. You can take this online math course at your own pace. There are lots of examples and there are plenty of opportunities for you to work out the problem. And then if you miss it a couple of times, then it actually shows you step by step how to solve the problem. So this online math class is pretty rigorous. We have one for water treatment. There's one for water distribution. We have a wastewater math, and I think we also have distribution, wastewater treatment, and wastewater, and I think there's another one. So all the math is online. You can get CEUs for that too. So if you would like to enroll in an Allison, since you love math, can enroll in an online math course and get CEUs for that online math course. So I'm going to give you the website at the end. You can always go to our operator, Sac State. I just put in the Ken Carey books and it will take you right there. Y'all are so good at Googling. You can go to owp.csus.edu. You can put in Office of Water Programs and it will take you there. There are some special questions, though, since you're from Canada and they ask for things like Social Security number. So, what I've done is at the end of the program, I have included some contacts for one of our customer service representatives who is familiar with what you have to do. And I'll give you her email. I spoke with her this morning and she encouraged me to reach out directly to her because you may encounter some issues trying to order from our website because they're asking for specific things that you may not know. So I will give you that information at the end. And I do recommend our online math course. It is rigorous enough. Allison, you'll have a great time. And it is rigorous and has been thoroughly reviewed and is available for CEUs. Okay, next question. Water math, $300 question. As it relates to today's topic, oh boy, 1,000 kilograms or 2,204.6 pounds is what? Matt, with his very fast internet connection, was first. Quentin, Dan, Cam, Chris, Dana, in that order. Glad to see Dana, Allison, Hannah, Rob are all up there. Waiting on Matt to answer, and he is answering a cubic meter of what? Relating, look at the topic, water math. Water math. And that is, what is the weight of 1 cubic meter of water? And Matt, I see that you have that. So I'm going to go ahead and give you those points. One, well, you earned them. 2, 300 points for Matt. And Allison, oh, there's a little bit of math. Yay. I hope I made you happy with that. Jordan, it is a cubic meter of water. Very good. And M3, I'm not sure, John, what that is, but I'm rooting for you. So we have Matt at 2,000 points. And the next one is Dan Arnold has 1,100. We have 1,100. I'm looking for anything even close. 1,100. Cam, you've disconnected and lost money every time. Oh no. And Brian is at 1,200. So that's great. Meter cubed is okay. Meters cubed or the model of a the model of a BMW. Andrew, I'm glad you know that is a model of a BMW. I did not know that. Thank you for the education. Water math, $400 question. What is 453.6 grams? Quentin, there you are, Quentin. So good to see you. Quentin, answer that question. 453.6 grams. Quentin gets a chance. Cam, I see that you're here again and you keep, Dan, an ounce. Quentin, can you tell us the answer? Cam here. Cam, you keep reconnecting, so you're losing your points every time. And Allison, she's our math whiz. Quentin, looking for Quentin's answer. Dan, oh, Charlie, nice. LOL. Allison, Sam's laughing at you. And what is that? 1 pound. We see that Brian got that one too. What I'm going to do is go ahead and add Quentin. I think you might have had trouble typing that in because you all know that it's 1 pound, Quentin. Bob says 1 pound, Quentin. 1 pound of water. I don't know if it's 1 pound of water, but it is 1 pound. Okay, $400 answer. Our next question, I did give everybody $100 for that because y'all were everybody's answering that correctly. And Quentin, you actually get 4. So now we're looking at, let's see. Uh-oh, we lost our $2,000. Matt disconnected. Let's cheer. Maybe he'll come back. Matt, there he is. We were hoping you got kicked out, Matt. That's great. That's great. So Quentin is at 500. Matt is still at 2. Matt definitely knows how to reconnect. Sam is at 700. Brian Hodgson is at 1300. Chris is just behind him with 1200. And Dan is neck and neck also with 1200. Great job so far. The hardest math question of all for Allison, $500 question, 6.9 kPa, or which is kilopascal of head. What is that? I see Allison, you're number 4, Allison. Quentin is number 1. Tell us, Quentin. He was crouching in my bathroom. Quentin, can you tell us what 6.9 kilopascals of head is, Quentin? We're waiting on your answer because Dana and Chris and Brian and another Chris and John have all told you the answer. So you just look in your chat, Quentin, and you'll earn $500. Waiting on Quentin's answer. No, not 5, Robert. Not 5 psi. You guys spoiled it. We're waiting on Quentin's answer. This is a question, Quentin. Bob is giving you the answer. We're waiting on Quentin, who may not know where the chat function is. Oh, he's disconnected. I think he may be typing in his answer now. But I'm glad you all know that it's 1 psi. Come on, Quentin. I am Quentin. Bob. You are not Bob. You are Bob. We're waiting on Quentin. $500, Quentin. Learn how to use the chat, buddy. Let's see if he can do it on my boss's login. We have comedians. How about we just give it to Quentin? What do y'all say? You want to give him 500? He's got 500. It's true, Bob. You can't be Bob and Quentin. You can't be both. I can only see chat. About 6.6 meters of water. Okay, the vote is yes. Give it to him. Y'all are so generous. We'll give Quentin those 500 points and assume he knew that that was 5 or 1 PSI, except Chris is feeling a little Grinchish and he says, nope, don't give it. Okay, moving on. That is 1 PSI. Thank you so much for our PSI. We do absolutely enjoy it every morning when we take a shower. Much appreciation to the water treatment and distribution operators. Thank you so much. Okay, this is a bonus category. It's a little harder, I hope, because all of you are so smart. So I'm going to give you some terms, and each of these terms will come from one of the manuals that we've discussed. It could be water treatment, it could be water distribution, or it could be small water. So there's only 3 answers: water, distribution, or small water. So if you want to type it in, you could just say water, distribution, or small SM or SWS, which is small water systems. So each of these questions will come from one of those manuals, okay? Are we ready? Move into their bonus category. Name that manual: air release valve, coupling valve, and globe valve. Where would we find those terms? All of you distribution operators know this answer. But Dan Arnold is the first buzzer today. Dan Arnold, what do you say, Dan? Where would you find that book? Dan, I see a lot of WD. Dan, looking for Dan's answer. Dan, everybody already gave you the right answer. That would be, yes, Oh, he wrote a whole sentence, y'all. Dan, you're going to get extra points just for writing a whole sentence. He said, that would be in the water distribution manual. So we're going to give you a 100 extra points, Dan, because you wrote in a complete sentence. That's awesome. As a former English teacher, I do appreciate that. Many of you wrote WD, and that's absolutely fine. We know what water distribution means, WD. And then Hannah, because she loves math and English, she wrote water distribution, both capitalized. Very good. You all get A's in English for sure. Okay, moving on to the next question. 100, oh, there's the answer. Moving on to the next question. Name that manual. $200 question. Where would we find topics such as jet pump, piston pump, and a rotary pump? And buzz in. Oh, I never saw Frank Penn before. Frank has 0. Frank, you're the first buzzer. Tell us where we would find that. Frank, we're waiting on your answer that you have to put in chat. Frank, we're waiting for your answer in chat. And everyone's already given you the answer. Frank, water treatment. Is this correct? Was Frank correct? Was he correct? A jet pump and a piston pump and a rotary pump? Dan Arnold's in another complete sentence says, how did you manage to do that so quickly, Frank? Frank is right. That is in small water systems. I see that Jordan got that correct and Carol got it correct. I think I would like to give Carol and Jordan some points because a lot of you said water, and those are pumps. Let's go back and look at them. A jet pump, a piston pump, and a rotary. Oh, Charlie says snap. Yeah, those are in small water systems. So who did I say? Carol. Dan said it was a typo. Carol, we're going to go ahead and give you some points there because you were awesome. And she disconnected 1, 2. And who else did I say? That was small water system. Piston pump in small water. Hey, it was in the small water book. I got all your questions and ran it by small water system operators. And Jordan. Jordan will also get 200 points for that. Let's see. There you go, Jordan. Bing, bing. Okay. Let's go a little bit of yes, I got you, Jordan. Let's go over the scores. Matt, no one has stolen his phone yet, has a great internet connection. He has 2,000 points. The next one behind him is 1,300. Brian has 1,300 points. Behind him, we have Chris with 1,200 points. Let's see, Fred and Philip. I see. Oh, I'm sorry you buzzed in, Philip. You have 0. And let's see, Dana has 900. I do wish I could talk to y'all and hear your voices, but you're so funny. Get out of chat and you can read questions. Oh, then you read the questions. John has a great solution. He says you get out of chat, then you read the questions, and then you go back to chat to answer the question. Is that correct, John? Is that what you like to do? Do you think that's a good strategy? I think it may be. All right, name that manual. $300 question. Flow measurement, corrosion, and tapping sleeve. How did y'all buzz in that quickly? Quentin buzzed in first, but Matt knows, Cam knows, Dan knows, Chris knows. So Quentin, we're waiting on your answer, Quentin, to type it in. You have to go to chat, Quentin, and type it in. And I'm looking, all y'all know it. Quentin, we're waiting on you to type in the answer that everyone has given you. Hannah knows it, Reagan, Matt, Robert, waiting on Quentin to learn how to use chat. That would be found in the water distribution manual. and Matt has a full sentence and an interjection. I still don't see that Matt understands how to use the chat. And you are all right. That is in water distribution. I think all of y'all deserve a few points for that because Quentin was unable to find his chat. But Quentin, I did put in $100 for you along. Quentin, Cam, and Bob are all watching together in in a conference room. Is that true, Bob? Oh no. Hard to play that way. Woohoo. Maybe I get 100. You do, Charlie. I'm putting it on right now. Charlie, you're at 400. That's great. Okay, Charlie, Carol, you're up. John Peterson, you're actually on the board now. They're cheating together, Sam. I agree. Oh my goodness, you guys are so funny. John, yes, you did. You got $100, John. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Name that manual. $500, $400 question. Oops. Turbidity, coagulation, and flocculation. Buzzin. Gosh. Okay. Dan is quick on the buzzer today. Dan, turbidity, coagulation. Jordan knows it. Dana knows it. John knows it. And flocculation. Where would you find that, Dan? All of your, there it is. Dan, you got it. That is in water treatment. Absolutely. I'm going to put $400 on your score. And that brings you to $1,900, Dan. And you're right behind Matt at 21. John, sorry, that's not in small water systems. Although it is something we look at in small water systems, it's covered very much in detail in water treatment operations, more as a municipal process and not a small water system process. Team Squamish over here, folks. Dan, who all is on your team? Is it Squamish? I hope I'm saying it right. Team Squamish, who is on that team? Dan. And is it Allison on that team too? Looks like we have 24 players right now. Good job. Who is Team Squamish? Hannah and myself. All right, Dan, good job. Y'all can combine your money. It's where I don't know it from. Hey, oh, Hannah. Hannah's a cheerleader for the group. Okay, ready? Name that manual for 500. Oh, here we go. Sam Rook, Team North. I don't know how to say it. Saanich. And John has no courses yet. And Jerome is there, or Grammy is there, and Sam. There you go. All right. Name that manual. Did I say that one? Turbidity. What is water treatment? We'll go to the next one. Name that manual. $500 question. Dug, bored, and driven. Clearing those buzzers. Matt is quick on the buzzer. Bored, dug, and driven. Matt, go ahead and, oh, Bruce says hi. Tell him hi because he won yesterday. Bored, dug, and driven. What do you say, Matt? Waiting on Matt to answer. And all of y'all know this one. Yes, Matt, small water systems. Excellent job. What is small water systems? That gives Matt 500 more dollars. Oh my, excellent. Oh my gosh, y'all are all doing so great. And even Hannah knows that. Team Squamish. Hope I'm saying it right. Yes, good job. All right, so let me read the scores to you now so that we can start our final Jeopardy round. Let's see. We have Matt with $2,600. That's a lot. I wish I could put it in order, but I can't. So we have Matt with 2,600. We have Dan Arnold with 1,900. Cam, you have 200, but I think you were disconnecting and reconnecting, and I saw that you had some points down there, so I think you lost some points along the way. Let's see. I don't want to leave the computer audio. Okay. Whoops. No. We have Hannah, you have 800. Good show. Ed, you had 400. Allison, 800. That could have been a lot more if we had some math questions in there. We have Chris with 1,300. That's Chris Hagan. We have Dana with 1,000. Good job, Dana. Paul T with 600. Jordan Blair, you ended up with 800. Brian, you had 1,500, almost enough to be in second, but you're in third so far. Philip Smith, 100. Reagan, you ended up with 300. John Brennan has 200. Sam, you did a great job. You ended up with $900. Bob, you have 200. John, you have 500. Rob, 400. Carol O, 500. Glenn had 300 and Grammy had 100. Ryan ended up with 400, as did Rob Carter. And Cliff, I think, left us. He had 200. And sorry, but Daryl B had 800. So he's disconnected at this time. And Quentin, 1,100. Quentin, 1,100 plus. I see you here. Quentin ended with 1,100. So it looks like our winners and runner-up for today are Matt with 2,600 and Dan with 1,900. So the two of you have to determine how much you would like to bet on Final Jeopardy. Matt and Dan. Matt, you have 2,600 that you can bet, and Dan, you have 1,900. Please place your bets up. Yes, good job, everyone. Thank you, Chris. Robert says he'll cash in now. Send me a check. I'll do that. It's in the mail. Matt, tell me how much you would like to bet on Final Jeopardy. And Dan, if you could do the same. Dan will bet, is that $70? 701. Charlie, thank you. I'm glad you had a great time. I'm trying to check, Dan. Is that just $70? $70 for Dan. Matt, we're waiting on your Final Jeopardy bet. If you give me an A, Charlie, I would appreciate it. That's great. Chris Hagan needs 7. Chris, you're not betting. We have Dan and Matt. Just waiting on Matt's bet. 701 for Darren. Matt said he'll bet $100. Okay. The Final Jeopardy question. I don't think any of y'all are going to be so fast on this one. I put the answer in the game, but I did not highlight it. So this is Final Jeopardy. And the topic is Water Treatment Plant Operation Volume 1. You bet 701. I got it, Dan. We got you 701. We got it. Okay, Final Jeopardy. This is for Matt and Dan. Final Jeopardy. What edition number is Water Treatment Plant Operator Volume 1? What edition is that? Oops. I guess you don't have to click, you don't have to buzz in. Matt and Hannah and Paul know. Okay. We're waiting on Matt's answer and Dan's answer. Dan Arnold and Matt Pumple. Chris knows it. And Matt, it is. Got that right. So he ends up with $2,700. And Dan, you are correct. You end up with 701. That would be 16, 2,600. Oh, Dan. You only lost by $99. Okay, it's not rigged, Sam, I promise. So Matt Pumple is the winner today with $2,700. Dan Arnold is the runner-up with $2,601. Oh my, Dan, you should betted a little bit more maybe. So you get a cool t-shirt though. So thank you. I'm with Matt, but he still cheated. I do want to show you that if thank you, it is the seventh edition. Very good. Nice work, everyone, says Chris. It was a nice job. I want to say thank you all for playing and all the excellent work you do to bring us all fresh, clean water. I know that it's often unappreciated job. It's a hidden industry. You're behind the walls, so we don't really think about it. But I know the work you do, and you're doing a great service for public health. Thank you so much for everything you do. You are the foundation of our entire economy, our entire world. No water, no people. So thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you again for playing Water Jeopardy. We hope that you had a great time today. I know I did. And if you would enter your, if Matt and Dan, if you could enter your email in the chat, I would appreciate that. I'll be able to send you an email, and then you can send me your personal address. I just don't want to put it up there because everybody will be coming by your house, and you'll be asking for signatures and autographs and things like that. And so here, thank you, Carol. The website to order any of our manuals that you saw today, you can email our customer service agent. I do recommend that. Her name is Pam Peters, not the same Pam as me. We are both Pam I am. Her email is pam.peters. Sam, I'm not mailing any cash at owp.csus. I'm so glad you feel like a winner, John Peterson. And maybe we can send you a certificate or something. You can also order our manuals on owp.csus.edu. However, I do recommend that you email Pam, who will be able to help you with anything you need. We have some awesome online courses that you can do once your children are off the internet for school, or if you have great internet like Matt does, then you can connect and do any of your CEUs that are necessary. You can do those online. It's very convenient and also very educational. We also have an excellent customer support team, so that if you are having difficulties or problems, we're just surrounded by subject matter experts who can help you out with your questions. So Pam has so graciously offered. She said she's not here every single day, but if you leave her an email, she will definitely get back to you. She was here with our founder Ken Carey, and she loved him very much, as we all do. So she's been here a very, very long time. She'll definitely help you out. Well done, Sam says. Darn, Matt, can I just button mash faster than you? That's right. I really enjoyed your interaction and interacting with you. I think y'all all have a great sense of humor and a lot of knowledge. And so thank you again for everything you do. I'm going to turn this back over to our moderator, Ken. And if you have any questions, please put them in chat. I definitely want to get Ken and I'm sorry, Matt and Dan's email address, and I'll be sending you an email directly after this so that I can get your home address. Thank you so much, everybody. I had a great time. I hope you've laughed as much as I did. I can't think of anything that I've done since March that has been this much fun. Thank you for everything you do.